like man to man, I really do think that there must have been something going on, because a young guy who's had a successful football career doesn't just walk away from the game like that. Generally, I'd say that's the general understanding that most people have. So there was something serious going on. Probably still is. I think he was put into a tough spot knowing that he had a deadline of a month, basically. He had rushed himself back. And I think it's very good of the Redskins to just say, look, whatever's going on, whatever it was, just take the year. I mean,
yeah,
it's one of the better, and that way they protect themselves too from all the drama. You're breathing into the mic. Yeah, I was talking, just hearing your.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it protects themselves from the drama, everything.
Yeah. So. Nats baseball?
Ooh, Nats. I was at the game Sunday night. Saw Zim pick up RBIs 96,
That's my
97,
right there.
98, and 99.
That guy will forever be considered by me as the best Nats player of all time. Nobody will be able to tread on that. It's kind of like saying Michael Jordan's the best basketball player of all time and nobody being allowed to say anything otherwise.
Yeah, so speaking of better players, Bryce Harper. He
will be back, hopefully.
Next week.
Regardless, that means he's close.
If the goal is next week, that means he'll definitely be back for the playoffs, right?
And definitely be back the following week, probably.
Yeah.
And he played in a sim game, which means he ran and hit.
I don't know if there is a following week. We got this road trip.
There isn't, yeah.
And then we got the Pirates, and we're done.
The 4th is normally when it starts, I believe.
I mean, no, we have 13 games left, so it's this week and next week.
But he played in a sim game today, so he ran the bases, he played the outfield, and hit, apparently.
I mean, took batting practice Sunday.
Yeah, he can't be that far away.
And
all of a sudden, it's weird because it was like 2 weeks ago, oh, he's probably not going to play. He doesn't look good. He can barely walk. And then a week later, oh, he's running on the outfield track, and now he's hitting for us, and now he's going to be back.
And he went to the Sam Hunt concert with Tanner Roark and Ryan Zimmerman, and he was sorority squatting.
Looked like a good time.
Yep.
Can you stop, please?
What am I doing?
Licking my legs.
I am definitely licking your legs. Okay, Cory has to leave now.
Come this way.
Cory's leaving. He's leaving rapidly.
Sit. Stay.
Husker is sad.
Husker was...
Oh, he's coming back. Here he comes.
Don't lick me. Husker's very annoying today for some reason.
He is. He is very annoying.
Yeah.
But I love him.
Yeah, I didn't really get
the
to
best dog.
watch... I haven't been able to watch the Nats in over a week. I'm slacking. I saw they got blown out. Was it Friday? Or both Friday and Saturday?
They got blown out Friday. They lost 3-2 on Saturday, and then they blew them out Sunday after
I
a
did
nerve-wracking.
watch
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. ESPN. ESPN. Yeah.
You were.
I was there.
You were. Yeah, you were there. That's why we didn't hang out and watch it. I was off.
Yeah.
But that means we competed with them, so I really don't have any worries about the playoffs, seeing them. I saw an article today about facing the Cubs and how our bullpen matches up against the Cubs, and we've had the best bullpen in all of MLB since the trade deadline, so I'm not afraid to match up with anybody right now. And I think getting Bryce back will put a shock through our clubhouse and get us really fired up. I'm really excited for the stretch run here.
That, I couldn't agree more. So, I guess.
Stop.
Tobacco, rappo, tobacco, rappo. Tobacco, rappo, tobacco, rappo. Shout out to Chris Lansford.
He just got a bath.
Like 2 weeks ago.
It was like a week ago. He was just bathed.
Okay. I bathe once a week too.
Well, you're not covered in hair.
Are we?
Yeah, no, we're back.
Tobacco
Yeah,
wrap-up?
we've been back.
I know. That's why I said what I just said. But we're on our tobacco wrap-up.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So our rankings are. I like this ranking. That the wonderful honorary member of our podcast, Nicholas.
He's a special correspondent.
Yeah. He's better than.
Hey, Nick, because I know you're listening, just text me when you get to this part.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, do you have Skype? It's a dumb question. I know you have Skype.
Well, you can download it regardless.
Yeah, like
that's the easiest way to get you on our pod.
Yeah, we can just have you on.
For every tobacco wrapper.
All of them.
And Husker Do's and Husker Don'ts.
Of course.
Except Jack uses yours, so we're at a loss there. But all right, today's tobacco wrapper. The rankings are top 3 superheroes across the board. Not just DC, not just Marvel. There's other superheroes out there, so we thought it'd be a good one to go with. And everybody has their favorite superheroes. I mean, whether they're not known or whether they're really known. And
all of mine are either DC or Marvel.
Yeah, mine too.
And we're gonna go top 5.
Okay. And I'm actually gonna, one of these I'm gonna consider a villain as a hero. Because you either live long enough.
What's a quote? Finish a quote.
You either live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
No, you either die a hero
or live long enough to see yourself. God damn it. What a quote. I fucked it up.
Okay, so who was that?
Well, that was The Dark Knight.
I mean, that was The Dark Knight that said it, but that's not who you're talking about?
That's also not the villain I was going to add as my superhero. Because, number 5, he's known as a villain. Deadpool.
He's not okay, you put that in your mouth, and I'll explain why Deadpool's not a villain. Deadpool is not a villain. He is a part of a very interesting realm of heroes called anti-heroes. They're not...
Anti-hero.
Yeah, no, but it's a thing. They're not villains, but they're heroes. Like, they do heroic things, but they don't do them the way that heroes do them. Like Hancock, the movie Hancock with Will Smith. He was an anti-hero. That was an anti-hero movie.
It's like Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Like, you're rooting for them, even though they're like a bad... they don't have the moral code that Superman has, They're anti-heroes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's my number 5.
Okay.
Even though his movie is probably the top, but he's my number 5.
Okay. Do you know what his powers are? Like, can you just give a brief rundown of what he does?
He's got some serious healing abilities. I really don't know a whole lot about Deadpool. I know he kills people with guns.
And swords. Yeah.
And he's just badass.
Yeah, he's got, he's incredibly unpredictable in his fighting style because he's just insane. I think he has, some mental issues. So that helps him a lot. But, yeah, no, he has an incredible healing factor. Okay, my number 5, I'm going to go with Daredevil. He's blind. He wears a devil mask. I think the best depiction of him was in, of course, the Netflix series Daredevil. Comic book Daredevil is awesome. He's just a very interesting character. He does get kind of dramatic sometimes. He's not as funny as some of the other superheroes, but I think he's one of the most badass superheroes. Again, a little bit of an anti-hero, but, no. Daredevil really, he has a pretty strict code. Yeah, whatever. Number 5, Daredevil.
Number 4, Captain America. If you know me, I'm pretty patriotic. I like to fish and hunt. I'm an outdoorsman. And, Captain America just screams America. He doesn't actually scream America, but think it's his whole concept of being frozen forever and coming back and still kicking ass, and you know what? That's just a cool guy. He's really just an average guy, just with extreme strength and throwing of a shield.
All right, number 4. Number 4. It's really hard for me not just to go through the defenders because I do love. I'm going to pick Daredevil out of the defenders and then cut myself off from defenders, but I do love Iron Fist and Luke Cage. And Jessica Jones, but she's kind of an anti-hero. I wish I could use the Punisher.
Also an anti-hero.
Yeah. Not going to use the Punisher. Yikes. Okay. I can't use her either. What number is this?
4.
Oh, wow. Number 4. I'm going to go with Green Arrow. He's hilarious.
Awesome show, too.
Great show. But I do like the funnier characters in comic books, and he is very witty. And something about art, like Legolas was my favorite character in Lord of the Rings. I really like archery as depicted in film and like comic books. I don't know why.
Okay. My number 3 is Flash, kind of from the same universe there. I don't know. He's just a genuine dude on the show. And he's got wheels. Speed kills. I'm a huge Trey Turner fan. So, there you go.
That's true, man. If you put Flash in the 2-hole, I wonder how he'd do.
Just bunt.
Yeah. Okay, number 3. This was top 5 was my idea. But I do have more. I'm trying to fill in the bottom of this. Number 3, yikes. It's very tempting to put. So I was never a big Wonder Woman fan, but after the Wonder Woman movie, I became a huge fan. That was one of the coolest depictions of a superhero I've ever seen. Yeah, that does it. Wonder Woman, number 3. Lasso of Truth, Gal Gadot, however you say your name. You were fantastic as Wonder Woman, and you are a superhero.
Yeah.
My number 3.
My number 2. I was a huge fan of Spider-Man growing up. I watched the first Spider-Man over and over. And the video game that came out for Xbox One. Why does that sound so weird? The original Xbox.
It sounds weird because Xbox One is the name of the new Xbox.
Right. Okay. There you go. The first Xbox. That was the coolest game ever.
Spider-Man 2, the one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we played that. We played that down at Shinkatig.
Yeah,
for hours.
But Spider-Man was just my hero growing up. Anytime I'd go to Universal Studios, I would always make my way to see him. He was just my idol. I always dressed up as him too. So there you go.
Another very funny character.
Yeah.
Number 2, Batman. Was that your number 1?
Yeah. But that's fine. I got another number 1.
I'm sorry. I realized it after I said it that was probably your number 1 because he's everybody's number 1. Dude, Bruce Wayne is just a regular guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, he does have billions of dollars, but he's just a regular guy. No powers at all.
I don't know why there hasn't been a billionaire out there that has become Batman in real life.
Yeah, honestly, come on. Tom Gates? What is wrong with me? Bill Gates.
I mean, I know, like, vigilante things are not really allowed anymore, but...
Why isn't Bill Gates going over to fight ISIS?
Could you imagine seeing old man Bill Gates?
Like, okay, I understand. You don't want to be Batman because he doesn't have any... Like, he just dresses up as a bat. And maybe you don't have special ninja training. Okay, be Tony Stark. Be Iron Man. You know? Just cover yourself in armor and go, fight ISIS. Mm-hmm. And Russia?
Okay.